In the 1500s, when most women in Europe were treated as property, one Irish woman commanded a fleet of ships, ruled a stretch of the Atlantic by force, plundered anyone foolish enough to cross her, and then sailed to London to stand, as an equal, before the most powerful queen on earth. Her name was Grace O'Malley. The Irish called her Granuaile, the pirate queen of Connaught. Grace O'Malley, in Irish Granuaile, was born around 1530 into the O'Malley clan, a seafaring family who ruled the coast and islands of County Mayo in the west of Ireland. While most lords taxed land, the O'Malleys taxed the sea, charging fishing fleets for the right to work their waters. There's a famous story from her childhood. When young Grace asked to sail to Spain with her father, she was told her long hair would catch in the ship's ropes. So she cut it all off. The nickname stuck. Granuaile, bald Grace, which became Granuaile. She was, from the very beginning, not someone who took no particularly well. As an adult, Grace did not marry into power and then sit quietly. She took command. She led a fleet of galleys and hundreds of men from her strongholds at Rockfleet Castle and Clare Island. She traded as far as Spain and Portugal, and when trade wasn't enough, she raided. Her crews would intercept ships passing the Mayo coast and demand payment for safe passage, or simply take the cargo themselves. She was, in plain terms, a chieftain and a pirate, at a time when that career was supposed to be very firmly closed to women. The men under her command followed her not out of courtesy, but because she was better at it than they were. The stories about her are gloriously dramatic. The most famous, Grace is said to have given birth to her son aboard her ship at sea, and the very next day, when Barbary pirates attacked, she rose from her childbed, took up a gun, and led the defense herself, reportedly telling her startled crew in colourful terms exactly what she thought of them for needing her. Then there's her second marriage to Richard Burke, nicknamed Iron Dick. By one account, after a year, Grace locked herself inside his castle at Rockfleet, leaned out of the window, and ended the marriage with 3 words: "I dismiss you," and she kept the castle. A divorce settlement most lawyers would quietly envy. But Grace lived through dangerous times. The Tudor conquest of Ireland was tightening its grip, and the English governor of Connaught, Sir Richard Bingham, set out to break the old Gaelic lords, Grace among them. He seized her cattle and her lands, harried her fleet, and eventually captured her sons and her half-brother. For most chieftains, that would have been the end of the story. Grace O'Malley decided instead to go straight over Bingham's head, all the way to the very top, to the Queen of England herself. In 1593, Grace O'Malley sailed to London and secured an audience with Queen Elizabeth I at Greenwich Palace. 2 formidable women, both well into their 60s, both rulers in their own right, met face to face. Neither spoke the other's language, so they conversed in Latin. Legend says Grace refused to bow because she did not recognize Elizabeth as the Queen of Ireland, and when she was handed a fine lace handkerchief, after a sneeze, Grace used it and tossed it straight into the fire, baffled that the English would keep a soiled cloth in their pocket. And remarkably, it worked. Elizabeth agreed to release her sons and restore her position in return for Grace's loyalty. 2 queens, 1 room, and a great deal of grudging respect. Grace O'Malley sailed home and lived on into her 70s, dying around 1603, at almost exactly the same time as Elizabeth herself. She had been a chieftain, a trader, a rebel, and a pirate, in an age that insisted a woman could be none of those things. Today, Granuaile is used as a name for Ireland itself, wild, defiant, and impossible to fully tame. If you enjoyed meeting the Pirate Queen, subscribe. Next time, why mighty Rome conquered most of the known world, but never once set foot in Ireland. Mind yourself.